Hey man, how's Monday? Is it as bad as my Monday? Actually, my Monday was pretty good. Ah, that's always fun. Sorry, my video keeps freezing. Yeah, it's a bit frozen right now. I don't know what to do. Yeah. I don't know. It just happened today and I haven't even opened any 3D programs yet. I think the computer's just running hot from some work I was doing. So hey, this is something I made earlier in morning today. I didn't stream it because I just had the idea for it. Basically, Sketchfab is having a contest called the Sketch Bot Challenge. So this is a little bot I made. These are the other entries people have made. You basically have to make a Sketchfab themed bot which will be used in Sketchfab's emails and forum bits. Actually, it's their forum, yeah. There's also a prize for it. Let me just open the thing and I'll give you the link. Yeah, Sketchfab has a modeling challenge almost once a month at least. The prizes are, see that little icon, that emoji there, they want to replace it with a Sketchfab theme thing. So you can design pretty much anything you want as long as it works well, as long as you focus on the face so that the face can be used as an emoji. You can use any tool, should match Sketchfab values, friendly, approachable, all those things. They've given the specific blue color he should have. Focus on the face, tag it Sketchbot challenge, share it on the challenge thread in the forum. So basically that's what I did. I made the thing in the morning, uploaded it, and then I posted about it on this thread. This is what other people have done. The deadline is the 19th, so you basically have a week, and it's like a simple thing. I don't think it'll take more than a few hours. Price is around 6,500 bucks as Amazon gift card. Or if you don't have access to Amazon, they'll give you cash or something else. And yeah, there's a bunch of rules and stuff, so have a look. Yeah. So go ahead and take part, man. You never know. Good. And yeah, so basically have a look at the contest page. There is another one running. There usually are two overlapping ones. There's a low poly one, which since you're into gaming should be great for you, and there's a simulation challenge. This is the shoe one which just finished. Low poly challenge, what is the deadline? February 12th. Oh, that's today. Yeah, okay, forget about this one. Hi, I'm Imurga. Am I saying your name right? Imurga? Meet Zinado. He's in India like me. He's in a different city. Where are you from? So I was just telling Zinado about the Sketchfab challenge that is running, and the current one is the Sketchbot challenge. It's got a oh. Zenando says Emerga says he's from Belgium, and the reason chat is not working, guys, is because I'm streaming on two different Twitches and a YouTube right now. Okay. So there's the Sketchfab channel, there's my own channel, there's my YouTube channel. There should be a chat display, but I think it'll only be one of the, or you can't see it because of the white text. Anyway, so all my streams get backed up on my YouTube channel. Because Twitch expires them over time. And right up here there's a playlist called My Sculpts, which is basically whatever I'm streaming now. What the heck was this thing? Alright, this was the Octo head from last time. Let's edit it and label it correctly. Thanks for subscribing, Emarka. I'll start streaming something right away. Just going to label this video from last week so that I don't forget. So I'm streaming this as a Sketchfab master. Sketchfab masters are basically guys who have been using Sketchfab for a while or are just really good at it. So Sketchfab asks us to stream under their branding, and in return we get some perks like free accounts and stuff like that. So last week I did this Octo head, which I'm going to show you here. And this today I'm going to maybe add more detail and paint it. Okay, so yeah, so the chat log is working. Now I actually don't bother remeshing it or optimizing the model basically, because it's not a model I'm going to use for animation. It's basically just a sculpt that I might 3D print. So I'm just going to paint it with vertex paint. I'm not even going to unwrap it or anything like that. I follow that workflow if someone's paying me to, but if it's just my own project and I don't plan on using this model for a production, then I don't bother putting in more work. It's more like a concept art kind of piece. I do have a Shapeways store where some of these, yeah, so I'm just going to share that. So I have two options. One is there's a guy in my studio who has a maker bot in the studio, so he's ready to print pretty much anything I give. Only thing is he has limited materials. So if I want to print something a little different, for example, where is it? Yeah, this guy. This is something I sculpted right here on the stream, and you can find it in my collections. I mean, you could find it in my models if you scroll down long enough, but a faster way is to just go to Whites, a collection called Whites, where I made a bunch of Game of Thrones White Walker themed creatures. I'll actually show you some pictures of the thing. Yeah, so this is the model that I sculpted in ZBrush, painted with vertex paint, and then I just sent it to print via Shapeways. I printed a bunch of them. So I was going to show you photos of them. Yeah, there you go. And then I sat and painted them, and I got about 3 of them, I think 3 or 4 of them, and I gave them away to friends who have cats. The other one I've printed recently is the undead dire wolf. This guy had some problems in the leg over there, which is why I've not, maybe I fixed it, I don't remember actually. Yeah, no, I haven't fixed it, that's why I'm not kept it for sale yet. Imerga, which part of Belgium are you from? I've been to Ghent a long time back. I'm gonna have some chips. Yep, this was me in Ghent. Anyway, so back to work. It was enough of that. Can't believe I forgot to do anything with this guy. So Imerga, what do you use? Do you do 3D work? Oh, okay. So the base mesh for this sculpt was made in Blender. I'll show it to you. And I actually do sculpt in Blender too. So this was the base mesh I started with. Now technically you can sculpt this in Blender itself, which I didn't do for this particular project because I felt like working in ZBrush. But the main difference between Blender and ZBrush is that Blender has this option called Dyna Topo. Okay, you need to turn off a few things first. Now what Dyna Topo does is, so this is the mesh. Okay, it's a really simple mesh. Now supposing I sculpt this area, to turn off symmetry. See, it only adds detail in the area where the brush is, so the entire mesh doesn't have to be subdivided the way ZBrush needs it done. So that's why I like sculpting in Blender, but it's also a lot heavier on the system compared to ZBrush. ZBrush seems to be running fine no matter, well, up to a certain point, where Blender, for me at least on my really old machine, starts to lag. But essentially you can get the same results in both of them if you know what you're doing. It's a bit of a learning curve, but eventually you can get the same results. Hi Zenaro, I was just telling Emarga about how I worked on the base mesh in Blender and the pros and cons of working with Blender for sculpting versus ZBrush. In a nutshell, Blender has Dyna Topo, which is really amazing, whereas ZBrush doesn't. But on my machine, which is an older machine, ZBrush runs smoother for sculpting. So I use it. In case you haven't used Dyna Topo in Blender, here's what it does. So I've sculpted this area and I've left the other area untouched. But if I go into the mesh, you see all the detail is being added only where my brush went. So I don't actually have to subdivide the entire mesh just to add some detail the way ZBrush has to do it. That's correct, Emarga. It is a big con. The reason I have it is just because I got this Wacom tablet which came with ZBrush Core free. So I'm not using the full version of ZBrush. This is the version they gave me, which is just good enough for 3D printing and vertex paint. It has no texturing or UV unwrapping or Z-remeshing capabilities whatsoever. Blanca, do you want to show us some of your work? Last time Zanardo showed us a sculpt he was working on. Just post a link and I'll share it with everybody. Oh, Zanardo, this was the other model that I printed. It's a wolf. There was a problem with the leg, which is why I've taken it off shapeface for now. Painting was a bit botched, but under certain conditions it looks fine. Sure. There it is. Thanks for hosting me. Be creative, let loose. Let loose, I think it's called. Hey man. Yeah, and I think this is the first time Be Creative has come to my stream. Is it? Okay. Well, like I told the others, I stream Monday to Friday, and it's usually stuff like this, stuff that I do in Blender or ZBrush, and it's usually some undead gross stuff, so just buyer beware, it's going to be gross. Thanks man. So if you want to have a closer look at the plane sculpt, hi, I'm Lee Terma. Here's the unpainted sculpt from last week. You guys can study it in your own browsers. If I open it here, my computer is going to crash because I've got it open in ZBrush as well. Okay, I think you can hear my dog howling for some reason. It should come to all of you, dude. Just give it a second. Once I post it in one of the... I'm using this multi-chat box. So once I post it here, it will come to all of you. Also, if you go to collections, you should find a collection called whites, which is all the creatures, and there's one called innards, which generally has all the zombie things, including a KTM motorcycle, an 8080 walker, a dragon. Oh, there's two motorcycles. One is a undead version and one is a white version. This Octo splat-faced is the first version of the octopus eating a human or living in a human head that I did. And I decided to go a little more 3D than this. Like in this one, the octopus is basically just on the face, it's not coming out that much. So the one I'm doing right now is the evolution of that. Hey, thanks man. I'm not yet happy about the paint. I'll probably revisit it soon. We'll see. That's actually a good idea. I should give it some green. Or I don't know. I actually don't play Warcraft, so I don't know the color scheme properly. I took part in one of those expansion contests. Let me show you what I did for that actually. Imurga, that was a Blender project, so you should like it. Excuse me for the sound, I was just feeling a bit hungry, so I popped some chips. Okay, let's look at Imurga's work. Oh hey, that's nice. Why don't you upload it to Sketchfab and then we can look at it in 3D? Like that. This part is a bit weird. Yeah, sure it was in 3D. And have you used Sketchfab before? If you upload your model to Sketchfab, we can look at it in a lot more detail and give you feedback. You can even go to the forum and post it there, and other users will give you feedback. So this was a contest I took part in, which was, oh, it's been 41 minutes, crap. Okay. I generally can't go above an hour, otherwise I'll use up all my bandwidth for the month. So have a look at this. This was one of the previous contests. My entry is going to be somewhere in there. I couldn't do a good job of it because I was busy with a project, but it was pretty good. Oh wait, I know how to find mine. This is a version of it. This was just a test of the Fox cycle, and yeah, that's it. That's the one. Hey, bye man. I'm just going to save this and yeah, I think I'm going to upload it in phases. So I'll upload what I have today and you guys will be able to see it at the link I already shared, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll continue this. See you guys. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.